Hi guys, I have curly hair. I actually really like it how it's gone. I never normally suit curly hair. Whenever I curl my hair, I end up looking like a dishevelled poodle. Um, but I ordered this. Now this is the cheap version. This is the knockoff version of the thyme iron. I could not justify spending over £200 on a thyme iron. I saw this on a Facebook ad. The company I bought this from is called Mini Cookie. And I bought this on the 28th of November and it's come this morning. So it's took 3 weeks, bar one day. It took 3 weeks to come. And you pay in dollars on the website. So in dollars, this was £32.94. That was $22.97 for the product and $2.97 for postage and packing. Translated into English pounds, that comes to a total of £26.68 for the whole thing. That's for the product and the packaging. So this has cost me just under £27. Wasn't expecting much from it, I have to say. Now, when it arrived, it came in this box. So no special shiny thyme iron bump that the thyme iron comes in. It just came in this very basic box. It does have an instruction booklet that's come with it. And I will say when it came, now this is on at the moment, so I'm not going to touch anything because it does get incredibly hot. But when it came, the plates were absolutely covered in fingerprints, which made me very uncomfortable about using this product. And this plate in particular here, there is loose. So again, very uncomfortable about using it. I did manage to push it back in and it did click. But it doesn't instill you with confidence, really, does it? And also, the ends were all bashed up. I don't know whether it'll pick up on camera, but here especially was all bashed. Again, it didn't instill me with confidence, but I've had a play with this and it's actually all right. It does the job. There are 5 heat settings on this. Now it goes from 140 to 160 to 180 to 200 and then to 230 degrees Celsius. I will never put this thing on 230. My hair has been damaged enough. But anyway, using it, I've watched a lot of videos where people can't get the knack of how to use this, and I got it today and I'm thinking, you know what, this does look quite complicated and difficult to use. So I made a point of not actually reading the instruction booklet. I read a little bit at the beginning that tells you which side to use for straightening and which side to use for curling. But other than that, I made a point of not reading the instructions and seeing if I could figure it out myself rather than overcomplicate things by overanalyzing the instructions and overthinking things. So I read that this bit here, if you want to straighten, then you put the straight bit, Trevor, you put the straight bit towards your head. And if you want to curl, then this is the curly bit here. If you want to curl, then this curly bit goes towards your scalp. Now, as you can see from my hair, I've literally had this tool 10 minutes. I absolutely love it. I love it. It pulls your hair if you don't use it lightly. When you put it in your hair, you have to make sure you don't clasp it shut, like fully shut. You just maybe put your hair in and then close it maybe around there and then drag it down. If you don't shut it lightly, it pulls really badly on your hair. And I noticed a couple of times that when I've run it through my hair, when I've had it clasped too tight, there were bits of broken hair in it. So bear that in mind if you're going to consider purchasing the cheaper version of this, because obviously it's not a thyme iron. A thyme iron is going to be a much better quality product and better for your hair. So damage limitability, if you know what to limit damage, that's what I meant. Just close it really, really loosely on your hair. Now, when I was trying this out, I wasn't touching the ends. So I was trying to do it and trying to turn it while it was in my hair and it wasn't working. And I'm thinking, well, why is it not working? I've recently figured out that those ends don't actually get hot. So when I put it in my hair and I clasp it and I turn it, my ends here aren't getting hot and I can turn it and then I can hold onto the ends and run it through my hair. You don't have to hold onto the ends tight to make sure it's shut. Just hold onto them lightly and run it through your hair. See, that's slightly open, and then run it through your hair. when you close it and when you touch the ends, do not put your hand like that, because steam comes out of this product as it's curling your hair. And if you put your hands like that and run it down your hair, the steam comes out the end and it will burn you. So put your fingers like that and run it down like that. Now, curling my hair, as you can see, it's done a good job. I mean, I even figured out this side of my head and didn't do a bad job. This side is just how I want it. This side needs a little bit of work, but it is quite hard to do. So I'm going to just do a couple of curls with you so you can see on the worst side how to do it. The heat protection that I'm using is the L'Oreal Elnet Satin, and this protects up to 230 degrees, so the highest heat setting on this, but I will never ever use that much heat on my hair. But yeah, I always use this one. I love it, and I keep going back to it again and again. I keep trying different ones, and I always tend to go back to this. What I have found with this straightening iron and this heat protection spray is if you put a lot of hair in it, you don't get as much of a defined curl, so you just do little bits of hair at a time. My hair's quite thin. Anyway, now this is a curl in it. As you can see, I've curled it. So I'm going to straighten it first with this and show you how you straighten it. Now you use the edge where you can see the gold plates. You've got this edge where you can't see any gold plates, and you've got the curl. And then you've got this edge where it's straight and you can see the gold plates. This is the side that needs to be towards your head when you're straightening. So I'm going to take this curl here, spray it with heat protectant. And I'm going to put the plated side against my head and get rid of the curl. Now it's sizzling because I've just put heat protectant on it. But as you can see, I'll go over again. In fact, I won't go over again. I'll show you one pass. That's one pass. And the curl's gone. There's still a bit of a kink. The curl's gone. Again, plated edge towards your head. And it's straight. I mean, that's simple enough. Curling. Now let me get my bit that I've just straightened. And I'll show you the curling bit. I'm showing you on the left side of my head because that's the hardest side to figure out. This side was dead easy. This side was a blooming nightmare. It was easier once I'd figured out that I could touch the end. So when you're doing the left side of your head, you need to put it this way up. The cord's not very long either, but it is a swivel cord. So you put it this way up and you put the curly side, which is this side here, where you can see that curl, that's going against your head. So like that, grab the end, turn it nearly enough a full turn, and then you're pulling up, and there's your curl. I mean, I know it was cheap, and I know by rights I should be saying don't buy this product, but it works. I mean, I straightened that, and then I curled it, and I've got a perfect curl, my sort of curl, the exact same curl I want. The exact sort of curl that I want from this. I like curls on the ends. I don't like the top bits being curled. I like it like this. And that's exactly what I've got. Now I do need to go through the instruction booklet and go through all the different types of curls, because there are lots of different ones. It actually says on the box, it says you can do an open curl, a big barrel curl, a defined curl, a ringlet, and also a silky straight curl. Yeah, I mean, I'm really, really happy with it. I will say, though, one thing to look out for. On the box, it does say automatic shut off after 60 minutes. In the instructions, it says this does not have an automatic shut off. So don't take for granted that it's got an automatic shut off. Make sure you shut them off. Obviously for safety reasons, because that's contradictory. And this one from Mini Kooky, it does actually come with a 12-month guarantee as well, which I think is great for such a cheap tool. Does this item work? 100%. I mean, you've seen it. It really works. It's going to take a little bit more practice, obviously, especially on this side. But yeah, I mean, for £26, I am chuffed to bits with that. Bit disappointed when it came a bit battered with fingerprints all over it. But yeah, and it's actually a lot easier than I thought it would be to get the hang of. I've only had it around 10 minutes. So obviously this isn't perfect and I do need to have a good old play with it. But I am super happy with it. Does it actually work? Yeah, it does. 26 quid. Bargain.